Just this past year, the rule of instant replay was added to Major League Baseball. Now, instead of just being used to review home runs, it could be used to challenge numerous calls made by umpires, such as the ball being fair or foul in the outfield, and whether or not a runner touched the base. With the year of baseball with instant replay in the books, there has been both positive and negative reactions, and I personally believe that it should be taken away. How does it affect the game? Usually the debate on whether or not instant replay should be used is around 50-50. The pros are that it increases the accuracy of calls, and it allows fans to get involved by showing the replay. The cons are that it increases the game time, destroys human error, and decreases emotion. Based on what you guys believe, let's take a class vote to see where the class stands. Who believes that instant replay should be used in baseball? Raise your hand. We got 12, and then who believes that instant replay should not be used in baseball? 2.
So half and half.
All right,
I'm
so
waiting to be convinced.
You guys are more leaning towards the other side, but that's alright. So I'm going to try to convince you guys why it should not be used. Technology is destroying the game. Mitchell Berman states that in his paper on replay that as technology advances, proposals to improve sports officiating by technological means, from using instant replay to review calls made by officials to deploying electronic eyes that would displace initial human judgments, will only gain strength. Many famous calls, such as Armando Galarraga's perfect game being blown, was the talk of the sports world for months. But with instant replay, that human error would have been taken away. Alongside the technology destroying the human error from the umpires, it also decreases emotions felt by players, coaches, umpires, and fans. I believe that this is pretty self-explanatory, and with instant replay, all this emotion that people like to see would be lost. I don't know about you guys, but when I go to a sports event, such as maybe a hockey game, if there's a fight, I find that pretty entertaining. If I go to a baseball game and see this kind of stuff, I find that pretty entertaining also. An instant replay would take away from that. Instant replay also increases time. Many people already complain about the game of baseball being too long, and instant replay would only increase the amount of time. The average time a review lasts is around 3 to 4 minutes, and during this time, momentum can be lost and the pitcher can become cold. The pitcher becoming cold means that their arm is not warmed up to continue pitching after the break, and that can cause a problem for both teams. When comparing instant replay used in other sports, such as football, the rules for challenging a call are generally the same. The difference is that technology has been a part of football for many years, while baseball has remained generally the same since it began. Baseball has a natural flow that is called romantic by some people that no other sport can compare to. Showing that instant replay can also negatively affect football, sports writer Shauna Smith writes, "Most football fans are in it for the fun of the game. Instant replays can take away from that fun aspect." A quote that best explains my viewpoint comes from Bruce Sarte. He said, "Baseball is a game of humanity. It is a game of getting screwed and having the bad call go your way. Take that away, and it is a totally different game. One I certainly don't know if I'd be interested in." I hope by listening to my speech I've persuaded you all why instant replay should not be used in Major League Baseball. Thank you.